There's three really big things coming to MLB The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty that will feature some very good rewards that I think all of you should begin to think about and start preparing for as soon as possible so you can be ready for all of the big updates that are coming in the next couple weeks. So on Friday, April 11th, we will be getting the second inning XP reward path. So I just want to go over a few things you can be doing before this to start preparing for this program. Now we know that if you go into the collection here, if you collect all three of the first inning program bosses, you will get a 30,000 XP boost to start off the second inning program. So that is something to keep in mind to give you a nice little boost heading into the next one. And if you are going to max out the first inning program, you also could store up some XP. So once that second inning program drops, then you can go ahead and get an even bigger head start in the XP program. To store up, you can basically hold off on hitting some of these XP goals like I'm showing you guys in some of these themed programs. You know, maybe you're a mission or you're a moment away from hitting some of those XP goals. Go ahead, just hold off on completing those, and then once that new XP program drops, you can do that moment or mission, and boom, you get a little extra XP. And you can do the same thing with like Conquest. Get a game away from hitting that XP goal on some of these Conquest maps, and then play that Conquest game right when that XP program drops. And you could probably do a similar thing for mini seasons too, where you get one game away from completing an XP goal or two, and then play that mini season game when the second inning program arrives. And getting a good XP boost at the very beginning of the new XP inning program, like I went over, is pretty important because not only will you eventually get to the unlimited reward spins at the end of the program sooner, but also the sooner you get to the new XP program boss players, the more stubs you can make from selling those cards, and these extra stubs will help with what I'm going to go over in just a few minutes, which is something else that I know all of you will have your eyes on. So something else coming on Friday, April 11th is the first weekend classic, and something I'll start doing more right now is actually grinding ranked. I haven't played much solo ranked so far this year, but I'll be playing a lot more right now, and I definitely suggest you do the same, because something that's important to know is that the league you're placed into for Weekend Classic will be determined by whatever your highest rating you hit in that season of ranked is. So you don't have to worry about not playing ranked games close to Weekend Classic if you think you might start losing a lot because your rank is high and you're worried your rank might lower, because the only thing that matters for Weekend Classic leagues is your highest ranked rating for that season. So hopefully that made sense, but if you guys do have more questions, drop those down in the comments below. But also a few other things to refresh you guys on just about how Weekend Classic works. Your first 6 games will be the most important games, because let's say you go 3-3 through those first 6 games, right? At 3 wins, you're going to get 10 Ballin' is a Habit packs. Let's just say, for example, in Gold 1 right here. But you also will get the rewards leading up to that, the first couple rewards as well. And that's what you'll get for rewards. Now, after those 6 games for each win, as you can see to the right of that, you will get a Ballin' is a Habit pack in this instance for each of those wins after that. So pretty good rewards there as well. And then also there are extra rewards if you finish in the top 10, as you see in the bottom. And I went back and looked into this, and it sounds like that this isn't top 10 in the entire league that you're in, but rather the league will actually be split up into different pools of about 100 players in each pool. So all you need to do is get top 10 in your pool to get these rewards, which is much better than top 10 in the entire league, where there would be thousands and thousands and thousands of players in. So that's a lot better than what I had originally thought. But also one more thing I had in the back of my mind, and I'm not 100% sure if this will happen, but let's say the majority of the player base for MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty plays Weekend Classic. Everyone's ripping all of those packs that they get from the weekend, all of the rewards. Could we see live series cards dip some in price? This is something I'm going to have my eyes on, and it's something to monitor. It's just one more thing I wanted to bring to your guys' attention, as you think about the first Weekend Classic, just because this potentially could be a good time to buy up some of these expensive live series cards that fall in price if you guys still need to do live series collections, but we will see how that works out. So again, the big things to keep in mind before the first Weekend Classic is to grind ranked and get that rating up as high as possible. And then also, I would say keep some stubs on hand, because there's a small chance that some of these expensive live series cards will fall in price a bit when we get to this weekend. Something else to start thinking about is on April 25th, we will see a new Legend and Flashback Collection reward, which I would assume will be a very good 99 overall player, and you likely will need just about every player from each of these card series, although there's no rush if you don't want to complete it right away. You know, there's more players within these card series that will drop over time, so you can be patient with it and wait for more cards to release that you can grind for to get this collection reward at a later time. But like there's this Jolt Series voucher right here, which you need for the collection, and you get a certain amount of Team Affinity players, Diamond Team Affinity players, and you will get this voucher. So if you haven't really started Team Affinity, I would get going on that. But either way, I would go through the collection, look at the players you have under each card series. You know, if you're slacking on Team Affinity like me, get focused on that. You know, other areas you might need to focus on, like maybe you don't have a lot of all-star cards. Just look at what you're slacking on and try to figure out how to get more of these cards, because like I said, we'll need a lot of these cards in each of these card series, the majority of them, in order to acquire the new collection reward player. So this is something that for now, that I just wanted to bring to your guys' attention, as I'm sure some of you have noticed this is coming, but maybe some of you haven't. And I'll actually have more to say about this new collection, though, in a different video coming very soon, where I'll do an actual like deep dive just on the collection, what to expect from it, and what more specifically you should be doing to prepare for it. So all these things I went over in today's video are really sneaking up on us quickly, so I just wanted to give you guys a reminder about all of these, kind of refresh you on some of the new things like Weekend Classic, for example, and give you some things you can be doing to prepare for all of these. And any questions or comments, whatever it is, go ahead and drop that down below in the comment section. That's going to be it for this video, though. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys for sticking around to the end and watching. See you guys next time. Peace.